Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel Easy Learning Tutor. So today we are going to explore one of the most famous and deeply emotional stories in world literature. That is Death in Venice, which is written by the German writer Thomas Mann. Okay, so this story is short, but it's full of meaning. It's about beauty, obsession, art, and death, all told through the experiences of one man during a journey to Venice in the early 90s. Okay, so let's dive into it step by step. Now, setting is early 20th century Europe. The story takes place in the early 19s, a time when Europe was elegant, cultured, and full of art and travel. But it was also a time when people were starting to feel tired, uncertain, and disconnected. So, just like the main characters himself, most of the story happens in Venice, Italy. It is in Italy. So, you can say Italy or Italy. Okay. So, the beautiful city of canals. But Venice is not shown as a happy or lively place. Instead, it feels mysterious, quiet, and sick, like a city slowly dying under its own beauty. There is even a cholera epidemic spreading secretly, which becomes an important symbol later in the story. So, the main character is Gustav on Achenbach. Okay, so our main character is Gustav von Achenbach, a famous German writer in his 50s. He is highly respected for his serious and disciplined work. He believes that a real artist must live with control, hard work, and no distractions. Because of that, he has lived a very lonely and strict life. But one day, something changes inside him. He feels tired, uninspired, and restless. He realizes that he is missing something: joy, that is, joy, beauty, or maybe passion. He decides to take vacation, hoping that the travel will refresh his creativity. So now, journey to Venice. At first, As Askenbeck tries visiting some nearby resorts, but they don't satisfy him. Actually, there might be there might be some error in pronunciation of his name. Okay, so I hope you understand that it's Gustav von Askenbach. I think so. Anyway, so let's focus on the theme or the summary of this story, so you can pronounce it well. Finally, he chooses to travel to Venice, one of the most romantic cities in Europe. When he arrives, Venice is beautiful but also decaying. The air feels heavy, the weather is hot, and there is an odd smell around. There are whispers that a disease is spreading, but the local government keeps it secret so that tourists won't leave. Tourists won't leave, okay? So the character Eskenbeck ignores the warning signs and decided to stay. So he checks it into a luxury hotel on the Lido beach, hoping for rest and inspiration. And there his life changes forever. So there is another character, Tadzio, the boy who represents beauty. At the hotel, Eskenbeck noticed a young Polish boy named Tadzio, about 14 years old, Tadzio is staying there with his family. The boy is stunningly beautiful, with golden hair, soft features, and graceful movements. Back is immediately struck by his looks. At first, he doesn't think of him in a romantic way. He simply admires his beauty as an artist admires a perfect statue or a painting. Tadzio to him represents ideal beauty, the kind that Greek artists tried to capture in marble. Okay, so but day by day, Eskenbeck becomes more and more fascinated. He starts following Tadzio with his eyes wherever he goes, at the beach, in the hotel dining hall, in the streets. He begins to plan his walks and his schedule just to catch a glimpse of him. What started as admiration slowly becomes an obsession. So the decline is as time passes, Askenbeck begins to lose control over himself. He starts ignoring his strict and disciplined habits. He even goes to barber and dyes in his gray hair, wears makeup and dresses like a younger man, trying to look attractive and youthful again. This shows how deeply his obsession had changed him. Meanwhile, the cholera epidemic in Venice gets worse. People are quietly dying and tourists are leaving, but Askenbach refuses to go. He doesn't care about his health or the danger anymore. He only wants to stay near Tadzio even if it means risking his life. He never really talks to Tadzio except for maybe a small exchange of glances. Their relationship is completely silent. One watches and the other simply exists. But in Eskenbeck's mind, this silent connection becomes something huge and spiritual. He starts to see Tadzio a symbol of divine beauty, something pure and heavenly. It's no longer about the boy himself. It's about Askenbeck's idea of perfect beauty and his own lost youth. So let's move to the final scene. As the days go by, Vance becomes hotter and more unbearable. Askenbeck grows weaker physically and emotionally. He knows he is sick, possibly with the same disease spreading around, but he doesn't leave. One morning, he goes to the beach as usual. He sits on a chair watching Tadzio play by the sea. The sunlight reflects on the water, and the whole scene feels almost dreamlike. Tadzio walks toward the waves, smiling, pointing toward the horizon, like an angel leading the way. Askenbeck feels dizzy but peaceful. He watches the boy until his vision fades, and there on the beach of Venice he quietly dies, still looking at beauty. So, the meaning and the themes is death in Venice is not just about an old man or who falls in love with a young boy. It's about the struggle between discipline and desire, art and emotion, order and chaos. Eskenbeck represents the art who has lived too strictly, too carefully, until beauty and passion finally destroy him. Tadzio represents the ideal beauty that humans can admire but never truly possess. Venice itself a symbol, a city that is stunning on the outside but rotting underneath, just like Eskenbeck's mind. In the end, Thomas Mann shows how beauty can inspire us, but it can also destroy us if we lose control. So it's a story about obsession, aging, and the danger of chasing perfection. Okay, and that's the story of Death in Venice, a tale of art, beauty, passion, and the quiet sadness that comes when you lose yourself in something you can truly never truly have. So if you found this story interesting, don't forget to like, comment, or your thoughts, and subscribe for the more simple story summaries and classic literature explained in easy words. Okay, thank you for watching.